Wheel of Fortune contestant Ryan Bird waited 10 years for his moment, and it paid off. For many game show fans, landing a spot on Wheel of Fortune is a dream. For contestant Ryan Bird, that dream took a full decade to come true. But when it did, the payoff was sweeter than he could have imagined. In a heartfelt interview with Pittsburgh's WPXI news station, Bird opened up about his emotional journey to becoming a contestant on the iconic show. "I've watched Wheel of Fortune since the days when players shopped for prizes in the studio," Bird said, referencing the show's early format. "It's been a dream of mine for all my life to be on a game show, but this one specifically, it was such a big part of my formative years." Bird's commitment to landing a spot on the show wasn't just a fleeting hope. He admitted he had been auditioning and applying to be a contestant for over 10 years, refusing to give up. Every year he'd try again, always holding out hope that the next attempt might be the one that landed him on the famous puzzle board. "I've been trying out for more than 10 years now," he said, "and I finally got my chance, and it just went so much better than I ever dreamed it would." Bird's enthusiasm and perseverance didn't go unnoticed. When he finally appeared on the show, he brought not only a sharp puzzle-solving mind but also the kind of genuine excitement and gratitude that can't be faked. Viewers at home and fellow contestants could feel how much it meant to him to be standing next to longtime co-hosts Ryan Seacrest and Vanna White under the game show's bright lights. Although Bird didn't disclose how much he won during his run, it was clear from his tone and energy that the real reward for him wasn't just the money or prizes, it was the experience. For a lifelong fan like Bird, getting to spin the wheel and solve puzzles was the realization of a childhood dream. The show's format may have evolved since the 1980s, but the magic remains the same for viewers and players alike. The spinning wheel, the suspenseful letter guesses, and the triumphant puzzle solves are just as thrilling now as they were decades ago, especially for someone who had been watching for most of his life. "I grew up watching the show with my family," Bird shared. "We'd gather around the TV in the evenings and guess the puzzles together. It was our thing, and it stuck with me." To finally be part of it, standing on that stage, was surreal. Fans of the show often point to the community aspect of Wheel of Fortune, how it brings people together and becomes a part of their daily routine. For Bird, that community also extended to the audition process. Over the years, he had met other diehard fans, traded tips on applying, and watched others live out the dream he still held on to. When his name was finally called, Bird knew he wanted to make the most of the moment. He approached his game with determination and joy, making the most of every spin and every guess. Reflecting on the journey, Bird said he hopes his story will inspire other fans to keep chasing their dreams, no matter how long it takes. "It would have been easy to give up after the first few years," he said, "but something told me to keep going, to keep trying. I'm glad I did. Because not only did I get on the show, but the experience ended up being even more incredible than I imagined." Bird's appearance comes during a period of renewed energy on Wheel of Fortune, now hosted by Ryan Seacrest, who took over from longtime host Pat Sajak. The transition has breathed new life into the show, with Seacrest and Vanna White striking up a lively dynamic that's quickly resonated with audiences. As for Bird, he's walking away from his Wheel of Fortune experience with lifelong memories and a powerful lesson about persistence. "Sometimes dreams really do come true," he said, "even if they take 10 years."